Hi there. Okay, thanks. Hi there. I'm here to see Officer Ryan White.
Ryan White? He's not in right now.
He's not in?
Yeah,
okay.
He's on the road.
Oh, okay. Do you know? Do you know when he'll be back? No.
Because you can't record in here.
Yeah, but anyways,
Can you put the camera away?
No.
I'm going to ask you to put the camera away. You have to leave.
For transparency, we're allowed to.
I'm giving you two options right now. You take the camera, put it in your bag and turn it off, or you're going to ask me.
Okay, so what I'm
options.
okay, so
right
no, what I'm saying,
answer
right?
my question. Are you
I have not.
away?
I don't have to. I don't.
I'm going to trespass you.
I don't.
I'm legitimately going to trespass you.
Why?
There's a sign that says there's no recording inside here. There's cameras already. We don't accept that.
Okay.
Turn it off, put it away, or I'm going to escort you out.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. All right. I can get it off.
Turn it off. Give it to me.
All right. No, I'm not giving it to you. I'm putting it away. I'm putting it away in my. It's mine.
Okay.
Right?
Turn it off.
Yeah. It's off.
Okay. So
It's off. You can see it's in my purse.
Okay. Now what's
Right?
the question?
So I'm here to see Officer White because he's supposed to investigate. I reported the abuse that I had from a judge. I got for months. The two officers who came out to my house in September, what they did was they basically didn't do anything. They kept me in the dark. They continue to keep me in the dark, and that's actually one of the officers right there. I'm told that Officer White is supposed to follow up with this. I have got no follow-up. It's been months, right? This one keeps re-victimizing me every single time.
How is she re-victimizing?
Right? Because each time all she wants me to do is to relive it, retell her the same thing, and I don't even want to deal with her because I feel like I'm a victim.
Okay, so I don't know. I think I remember you calling me, and I looked at the occurrence. So an investigation was done.
No, an investigation was not done. They never got back to me. Apparently somebody went out to see Justice McEwen, and Justice McEwen, and they never told me what happened. Also, they never followed.
I can run the occurrence now and see.
But they never followed up on. Yeah, they never followed up because TPS. They're supposed to let me know what's happening with TPS. She waited for months. She never responded to any of my emails, any of my calls, and then now the judge put in can I just finish?
No, I'm asking clarifying questions.
Yeah.
I'm trying to catch what you're saying.
There's just three things I need clarification on. Number one, why did they not act? There's audios available of all the occurrences of everything that happened. I've got confirmation. I've sent it to Officer White. Officer White, when I came in a few weeks ago, Officer White said that I'm supposed to. He said that I was supposed to send him some additional information. I sent him confirmation that the audios exist of all the hearings where the judge sexually harassed me, then abused me. Him and other judges abused me after I just didn't respond to him. Like, that's not a crime to say no to a judge. No, the judge came on to me and then he abused me. Yeah, in
front of everybody.
Yeah, in front of it was in his chambers, but via Zoom. So I don't want to relive it because I've already reported it several times. I'm being given no follow-up as to what happened. Apparently somebody went out to see the judge. I told her at the time, I said, if you're not going to investigate by getting those, instead of having me relive it, all you have to do is go and get the audios. You're supposed to act on getting those audios, right? Nobody has ever acted on getting the audios that would prove everything that I said. Instead, she keeps having me relive this thing over and over and over. So the first thing is, what happened when she went out to see Justice McEwen? And then she lied, right? She lied. The last time I came in, she lied and she said, oh, well, we didn't. And then she said a supervisor went out, and I have gotten no follow-up on it. Number two, the second thing is TPS. What happened, apparently he put in a complaint on me and TPS acted on it right away, and now I guess it's a joint investigation, so I need to know what's happening with that. Nobody's gotten back to me. And number three, the last one is... Yeah. And then number 3 was, okay, the audios, Justice McEwen and TPS. So that those are the 3. The audios, they never followed up on that. Then what happened is, after months of them ignoring my emails, ignoring my calls, then she rushed on January 26th to all of a sudden close the investigation. When I came in and I asked the Sergeant Wood, who came out to see me, Sergeant Wood promised me that she would follow up on those 3 things, and Mr. Ryan White previously said, send us the information, send us the, you have proof that these audios exist, and we will go. And he gave me his word. He even got on the phone and he spoke to a supervisor. He said, I just spoke to my supervisor. Sergeant Wood said it wasn't her, and apparently, it was going to be followed up on. So all I'm asking for, like, I'm the victim. Why am I being re-victimized? Like, why? I know that recently, I think there's a new inspector that's going to be responsible for transparency, Mr. Teschner. That just got announced a day or 2 ago. Police have to be transparent because you're here to help the public. Like, I feel re-victimized, especially every time I have to even look at her because of what she did to me. What she did was she continued to try to each and every time she wants me to relive the same exact thing, and I don't want to be reliving the same exact thing. Right? I told her already what happened. She shouldn't be trying to invalidate us. That's what women go through all the time. People try to invalidate us. It happened with the police services women. It happened with the military women. And, I'm sorry, but now it has to be investigated with the judiciary. Don't re-victimizing me. Don't keep me.
I don't remember. Last time I stayed to the Owen inspection.
Yeah.
Where they in Canada.
I don't know what you
last time I stayed here.
What was your name?
December 26th, the day on.
Daryl? Oh, okay. I don't think I spoke to you.
No, I spoke to you on the phone. You asked me about what the officer was in. I said she was in it.
Or no?
Oh, I don't remember. Oh, okay, I don't remember. Oh, okay, I don't.
In person, we had a phone call, and I was just letting you know that she's in.
I went there so many times and they got irritated as well. They said, sir, listen, don't lose it here, don't bother with here. I went there multiple times.
No, but it's the same. It's the same matter. But the problem is when I complained, these guys just avoided me, and every time I come in, she has this smirk smile for me. I don't need her in trying to intimidate me.
Okay,
I really but that's what she does.
Yeah.
That's what she does. Every time she comes up to me, she's smirking, right? No, this one. Every time I come in, she comes right up, like, no, every time she comes, she re-victimizes me. She tries to invalidate me. She goes, every time you tell her, she wants me to continue to repeat it, right? So, my name is Mohini.
Mohini, okay.
Yeah.
I listen to everything, okay?
No, you're honestly, and somebody was saying that, that you should get a woman officer. Honestly, I found that the males are more empathetic. Honestly, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter to me, female or male. It's just, like, don't keep having me relive the situation.
We'll have to relive it again.
No, but if I told them, when I told them when they came out, I said, listen, because I said it, then she kept trying to poke holes in this and that, and I said, look, you don't even have to believe me. There's audios that exist because I have confirmation. So why aren't you? And then there was a van. No, then what happened in the summertime? And I told them there was a white van that came out to my house 10:30 at night, and it was him, right? I told them about it. They did nothing about it. They've never investigated. Now, any evidence that would have been is gone. But you can understand why this is. You know what? This is emotional for me.
So for the white van incident, there's no way for us to prove that was him in the car. We're going based off your word. So the things, in order for things to be processed in the courts, we need more than just your word, right?
No,
I listened to your story. So I don't know what you said to Ryan White in terms of the evidence that the audience exists. If there is a substantial amount of evidence that proves that the audience exists, then we can request it and we can make advance on it.
I have confirmation. I said
we can't act on your
no, but I have confirmation from the transcription management office that they exist, and I said that to them a couple weeks ago.
What did the transcription say?
The transcription management office, they sent me every single audio. They said, yes, this one exists. And I said, what about this one? Yes, it exists.
Okay,
what about this one? Yes.
What does it
right?
The audit contains.
The audio contains when he came on to me and then he abused me. No, and then he abused me. I don't want to relive it because I
know. I'm trying to speak. Unfortunately, I'm not able to get a word.
I know, and that's what happened.
Mohini, I'm gonna.
But you know what? When
all I can tell you today is that officer is following up, but you can't keep coming here every time. You just need to have research in that.
But I waited for 4 months. These guys never got back to me. Why?
What, last set? I'm pretty sure about last set.
No, it's about 2 or 3 weeks ago now.
Okay.
You're not going to listen to us.
Right?
There's no point in us talking to you because you talk over us the entire time.
When somebody's going through what I went through, if somebody's going through some sexual misconduct, how do you think that they're going to be? Do you think that they're going to be really happy and you know? But I'm not fit. But what is no?
There's a process, okay? The process needs to be taken care of. So one thing is though, when you tell us a story, we are going to ask questions because we need to ask probing questions. We need to figure out what exactly happened. And so that's why we ask you questions. It's not to re-victimize you. It's not to say we don't believe you. We need to put clarifying questions to answer because that way we need to make sense of the logic. So if they hear something from you and it doesn't make sense, I'm going to ask questions to make it make sense. Or the questions may lead to us verifying that maybe the story may or may not be true. I'm not saying what you're saying is not true. I'm just saying that that's our job. We investigate. So in terms of the TPS method, we can't really touch that right now. TPS will be dealing with their investigation and they will deal with it on their end.
No.
We're dealing with the investigation in your matter.
But what
I don't know what you said, Ryan White. If it is not substantial evidence to prove that these officers are worth seeking after, they will definitely do that. Okay? So that needs to be weighed on, like, for him to figure out what he needs to do. I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
But we can't take the allegation you're saying just off the word. Because we can't just say, let's say I came into the police station and I just said that I'm like, you know, I was sexually assaulted by someone, right? Or punched in the face per se, right? I have no injuries, no nothing on me to prove it. It's just my word. We would go speak with that person if we knew who it was, and then have a conversation. And then, but the thing is, if it's just your word versus his word, unfortunately, it's never going to go anywhere. Court would not even see the light of day.
Okay, but hold on.
So we need to get solid evidentiary value. So if you're saying this happened in a Zoom court,
so you're finished and we're talking calmly now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so number one, like you can understand why, because after so many months of them just ignoring me,
so,
right?
So for example,
I wasn't finished.
Oh, sorry. I just want to
see, we both do it.
I just want to let you know, like,
yeah, no, but no, I know. Okay, so what happened, right? Is number one, the supervisor Wood as well as Ryan confirmed for me that there is a joint TPS investigation. Nobody has told me anything about that. Apparently, she did confirm for me that Frangella. She did confirm for me that she went out. She fudged about it. She said that at one point she went out to see Justice Meade and she said, oh, well, maybe it was a sergeant or she was lying, okay? And I can verify that, right? So she's never gotten back to me. Like if you come out to see me in a police situation, normally you'll say, which is what they said, they'll go and talk to the judge, but then they never got back to me. I called for months. I called. They kept telling me, send an email. I sent an email. Nothing. Then I wait for a little bit, call again, send an email. I sent an email. They never responded for 4 months, and then she had the nerve to me when I came in the last time to say, oh, well, it's been 4 months. Oh yeah, because you never got back to me. So the only time that anybody actually is even looking after this is when you come in and say, hey, what's going on, man? Like, if a woman is going through that, number one, she should not have them unnecessarily relive the whole situation. Like, I've actually had the benefit of getting therapy from a women's support group, and everything that she tried to convince me, which would be on her body camera when she came out, saying that, oh, because at that time I was experiencing some memory loss, right? And for her to say, oh, you're supposed to remember everything, no, that's incorrect. So either she's not trained, or her purpose for coming out is to try to convince me I did not have it matter. Now, because the audios exist, and I've already told her, and I already told Ryan. Ryan gave me his word. He said, you know, send me the information, and we will go. And he even said he will go and get the order, because what has to happen? It's not that there's no evidence. It's that if I'm telling you that here, this is what happened. Don't just take my word. The evidence exists.
Okay,
so the evidence exists. So go and get it. Why would nobody get it?
Getting the evidence takes time. It's not, unfortunately, hey, we know you have audio recordings, can we have it? Fortunately, that's not how we do it. It would not work. We would get kicked out of the court's house. So in order for us to do it, there's two things we gotta do. We gotta get a production order, we gotta get it approved by a GP, and that takes a while, so we send it over to them. The process may take a week or two. Once we get that back, we submit it to the company or to the person who has the audio recordings, saying like, hey, we have grounds, we have an order from the judge to retrieve these audio recordings. Once we send it to them, they will send us the audio recordings, but that doesn't happen right away as well. So you're looking at maybe some time period for the production order. The production order to be submitted and approved by the JP, and then the production order to be sent in, and then they respond to us by sending the audio recordings.
Okay, but
so that's a little bit of a lengthy process.
Okay, but again, each and every, like Ryan gave me his word, he said send me confirmation that these exist. I sent him, because I got that from the transcription management office, so it's in writing, right? There's no doubting they exist.
Okay.
So he confirmed that, you know, but nobody has gotten back to me. That's what the problem is. Nobody even bothered to call me or you know what I'm saying? Like nobody has gotten back to me.
So you sent it last week, right?
No, it was about January 19th is when I sent it.
The transcription is to Ryan White?
The transcript, I probably sent that a week after that.
So when, in February?
No, in January.
In January 29th or something like that?
Around, between January 19th and within 3 or 4 days of January 19th.
So like January 25th? And you haven't received a response from then, I guess, assumed?
Well, I haven't, the whole thing is, I mean, going through something difficult like that, you should at least be calling the person. I mean, be empathetic. Don't be cold. Like, okay.
I do understand that. I understand
can I just finish? Can I finish?
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. See what you do it too, right?
Yeah,
so what I'm saying is, if you went through something, let's say if somebody attacked you. Okay, let's say if somebody attacked you, and you came and you reported it, and then nobody for months even bothered to call you back and respond to you, right? How would you feel?
I get that. I understand that completely.
Right?
There is the other side of things, though, where, like the occupation over here. So we work on the road. Like Ryan White works on the road, right? So some days he has time to check his emails, some days he doesn't. So most of the time we're answering 911 calls. So there may be a set where it's extremely busy and we don't have the time to answer 911 calls, and we have work backlogging, right? So we're responding to things like stabbing, murders, shots fired, homicides, domestics, like you name it. We're literally, it's a very busy region. So it does suck that the response time is slow, but we don't, because we're uniform officers, we do not have time to sit on one case and sit in the office and work on that one thing only for the whole entire time. So we have to do things joint
October, November, December, January.
So yes, we understand. I understand from the beginning that process was not done. I don't know what happened between that. But when you came in that next time, you sent your new evidence to Ryan White. So Ryan White will work on it.
No, and I trust Ryan. To be honest with you, I do trust him. But it's okay. So and then let me just get back to with the white van, knowing that you know, but can I finish? With the white van, I was told by Supervisor Wood as well as Brian that should have been investigated. They were to investigate when something like that happens. Typically, the police will go and knock on neighbors' doors to see if anybody has either dash cam or filming like cameras outside their house, which people do. None of that was done, right? So because I work out, I go to the gym and I have a lot of police officers and they're like, why didn't all these things happen?
There's some circumstances where we would need to call for money.
Well, you're telling me something different from what Sergeant Wood said, because she actually.
Circumstances when we don't have time.
So the good thing about Officer Wood is she said that now Ryan will be the first point of contact, and again, because I've heard nothing for the last 2 weeks since that email was sent, I came in, I said, let me follow up, because it's, you know, it is important to me. Like, what is going on? Why, you know, why as soon as the judge makes a report months later, and he's only doing that, and I told Officer Frangella and the other one, Gagnon, that came out to my house, I said, what is the point of you going to talk to him, because he's just going to retaliate? Well, now he's retaliating because they did nothing, right? And TPS was saying, oh yeah, TPS was actually saying, they were actually laughing and saying, oh yeah, appeals.
Division for this change. Yeah, I know. I would like to. Okay.
So, you mean to say 4:30, 3:30, right?
Okay, I'll be in the back.
I'll come in before 3:30 in order to make a report.
Sorry, I have to go soon.
Yeah. So those are the four things, right?
Okay.
So I want to know what happened when they went to see Justice McEwen.
That I don't have the answer for.
No, you don't, but whoever is investigating this,
okay.
I'm still waiting on that. Number two, I need to understand what's happening with the joint investigation that I have a confirmation that TPS as well as Peel is supposed to be doing a joint investigation, and then the audios, and then about with the white van, you're saying something completely different, and you know that's the problem, is that there's no consistency. Nobody basically did any investigation. Right? And all it is now every time I follow up on it, you guys are re-victimizing me. Right? I did nothing wrong. If somebody comes on, it's like what I told Officer Frangella. Let's say if a police officer pulled me over and he goes, listen, if you give me a piece, I won't give you a ticket. Would that be legal? Well, it's the same thing, right? It's the same thing. He's saying, I'm not giving these orders unless you give me you know what. And that was like, it was mortifying for me, honestly, right? And then he started blasting me and abusing me, and ever since, him and his judges have done all kinds of things to basically punish me for it, right? When he barely just says, oh, I feel harassed, and of course, and to be honest with you, I suspect that Officer Frangella probably advised him, oh, we're going to hold her off, we won't respond to her, and then I think so, because the way she's been acting, to be honest with you, she is so sneaky, and she lied through her teeth. When I came out the last time, you know what, she did, right? She lied through her teeth. She kept changing her stories and everything, and when she called me on the phone, I taped the conversation, which I have a right to do. Okay, so what is going to happen here?
Ryan will take care of most of it, so wait for him. He is working. He's working the next 3 days, so continue to reach out to him.
Would he be coming back in at some point today?
Well, if you want to wait until he comes back in,
well,
he'll be finished at 6.
It's just so it's like an hour. So honestly, because talking to different people, it is going to confuse, and
it's a lot of
that's why when I came in, I asked you. I said, "Can I speak to Ryan?" Right?
He's not. He's on the road right now.
Okay, so that's fine. Well, thank you. You're very calming, and honestly, I don't feel as invalidated as when I spoke to Officer Frangella. I'm just being honest with you.
Of course, I'm glad.
Right? I'm not here to blast officers or anything like that, but it's what I've experienced, because how can a woman tell you she's just been abused and you just ignore her for the next 4 months? You don't give her a follow-up. That is so irregular, right? Everybody said the same thing. They said, no, if they're going to go talk to the perpetrator, they should be coming back and getting back. How long does it take to make a phone call? How long does it take to send an email? In 4 months? And it's been 5 months now.
Will you want filing the report?
He's going to be in tomorrow as well. If you don't get to see him today.
Okay, thank you. All right. Can I just ask you a question? Where does it say that you can't bring a recording device in here? Because he said it's all over and I can't see any. And I know that, because I keep up with the news, right? I know they actually said that you actually can, because everything's supposed to be transparent, right? There's even a new inspector, Officer Tessner, that will be taking care of transparency. So That's what the other gentleman said, but I'm just looking and I'm thinking, where does it say that?
I'm not sure where it says that, but even we're not allowed to have it on.
Huh?
Even we don't have it on.
No, but when I came in, Officer Frangella, she started recording me at one point, so if she's recording me, then I should be able to record her back, right? Because she'll just give her perspective, right? Like, how do I know she's not going to edit it? Oh, okay. No, I guess the other officer that was here before, he said that there's all kinds of things saying you can't bring a recording, and he actually was trying to say that he's going to go tackle me for my camera, and it's like, no, you can't, right? Because that's just how the law has, like, everything's supposed to...
I'm not sure where it says that. You can look around.
Yeah, I know, because I'm looking, I'm going, because I thought I would see it on the door or something, but there's nothing, so I don't know what he's talking about. Anyways, thanks.